Hey guys, what's up? So today we're going to talk about Cherry tweets for iOS 11, 12, 13, and 14. The first tweet is called Flow, cover flag never before. It's a revolutionary, modern new look for your music player, inspired by the beloved color flow of early iOS versions. Updated to keep up with iOS new modern design style. Allows you to see all the songs in their queue, scroll through them to find exactly what you're looking for. Comes with a stunning adaptive wallpaper and supports all your favorite music apps, including these apps right here. So that's what it looks like. This is called Bird Poop version 1.0.8. It was updated to support iOS 14, also adds support for the Game Pigeon version 2.2.2. Anything below this version, you have to downgrade Game Pigeon to the version below version 2.2.2 because this is the only version that works with version 2.2.2. To do two things. If you want to downgrade, you need a tweak called App Store Plus Plus or App Admin, and a fixed app admin depending on what iOS version you're on, which I have a separate video on individually. And also, if it's Bird Poop is not working for you, obviously a couple things you check is make sure you have the right version of Bird Poop installed, right version of Game Pigeon, and lastly, if you have a tweak like a messages tweak, that might be conflicting with it, so you might have to get rid of that in order to use Bird Poop. So one of the tweets, dope combos, might give you a problem if you use this tweak and dope combos. So just be mindful of that. Next is called Ring Percent Label. Percent labels for the battery widget rings. Adds percent labels inside the ring for the battery widget on iOS 14. Next is called A Shields. It's a protect your apps and control center with Face ID or Touch ID. So it's kind of like a BioProtect. It's alternative. I just want to say with the other tweak, A Shields, it's good if you let your kids, wife, or someone else use your phone, so you can kind of monitor, or you can stop them, monitor what what they have access to and what they could and cannot use. This is called Copic 2, all-in-one solution to have contact pictures everywhere in your iDevice. Next is called Copic for WhatsApp. Copic for WhatsApp brings the ability to display to show contacts photos on WhatsApp. So you bring your contact photos over to WhatsApp. Next is called CallLog Pro, iOS 8 to 14, #1 call manager for your iPhone's call history. So you manage your iPhone's call history, pretty cool. So you go what date and you see exactly who called you and etc. Next is called C Sources 2, powered with iOS 9.3.3 up to iOS 14.3.0. Supports Unc0ver, Odyssey, Checkra1n, Chimera, Pengu, Phoenix, and more. Supports package manager supports is Cydia, Celio, and Zebra. So you can actually, it's a Cydia sources manager that allows you full control over your sources. So you can manage your sources and have these features right here. This is called Screenshot Ets, and one of my favorite, top tweets. I use this tweet a lot. If you are a YouTuber, you like to make mock-ups, which is basically putting a screenshot into an iPhone and have the background PNG. So if you see those thumbnails of iPhone mock-ups or the iPhone with the screenshot in them, then this is the tweak that you guys can use for that. There's some apps inside the App Store that does this, but this tweak is pretty amazing. So it allows you to place screenshots inside a phone frame, dual iPhone setup to easily display your lock screen and springboard side by side. Supports iOS 9 to 14. It is free, which is pretty cool. So you can see, you can also do double mock-ups or single mock-ups. The newest update, it fixes blur, crash, and screen placement on iOS 14. So still working on iOS 14. Next is called Screen Dump iOS 13. It's a virtual network computer for iOS. So you can run a virtual network computer server in iOS. Pretty cool. Next is called Screen Dimmer. Allows you to save battery life by automatically dimming your device's screen after a predefined time. Next is called Screen Dim. Turn off your screen with custom gesture via activator. Next is called Smart Battery. Internet connection is required when accessing the preference page in order to validate your license. So, Successor, one of the best battery customization, saving, monitor, and tune-in tweak. So you have global settings, you can enable low power mode. You can also notify when your iPhone's battery reaches a certain percentage. Alert on full, speak on full. So speed's a specific sentence, so you configure it below when your phone's fully charged. No alert banners, no auto lock, force low power mode. Show batteries, tap low power mode. So you're only one tweak and basically saving as much battery as you possibly can. Next we call it Kill All Apps. Swipe down an app switcher to kill all the background apps. So for all those people, it's what I was told the 14 is. All those people who have grandmas and grandpas, they easily don't, or some people just don't close their apps when they have it open, and there's 30, 50 apps that they'd have to close. Instead of just going through all of them separately, I mean, like, up, swipe up, swipe up, swipe up, instead of doing that for each one, which could be annoying and tiring with your finger or thumb, whatever you use. This tweak automatically kills all those apps at one time. This tweak is called DL Easy. One of the most underrated tweets, if you ask me. What this tweak allows you to do is download or share images and videos from social apps easily. Supports iOS 10 to iOS 14. So all these social media apps right here, as you can see, it allows you to download like videos and stuff like that for all these apps. So like just to do like one social media app is quite some work, but they actually added all these social media apps. And I mean, it just got updated today as making this video, which is March 6th, 2021. I don't know when it's going to be out. It could be out in a week, 2 weeks, a couple days. I don't know. But that's when I made this video. So you see it fits some issues. So it should be working on iOS 10 to 14. So pretty cool. I mean, it does cost, $2, which is definitely worth it. And if it's not working for a specific like app, if it only works for like certain, if it only works, let's say for Facebook, let's say it works for like all these apps, but like TikTok or Tumblr, then you just want to downgrade those two apps and test it out, downgrade test. And because I'm not sure, it works for a certain version, so if it doesn't work for the latest version, just downgrade it. But since it was just updated today, it should be working on the latest version for all these social media apps. And the last tweak, which is also one of my favorite tweaks, is called Car Bridge. And what this does, this sets you to iOS 13 and 14 versions, also iOS 10 to 12 version, do the same thing. They raised the price just because all the hard work and the different implementation of the CarBridge or CarPlay for iOS 12 to 14 iOS 13, CarPlay for iOS 13 and 14 was like a lot different, the way that Apple made it. So the developer had to do like a ton of more work, so you raised the price from, $5, it was $4.99, now it's $9.99. Definitely worth it. So here's the whole thing with CarPlay. First off, you can't use DRM enable video streaming apps, which is like Netflix or Hulu. But I use MovieBots Pro, and I just I watch movies in my car, especially if I'm like a long car trip. So there's different versions depending on which iOS version you have. So iOS 10 and 12, download the other CarBridge. It's called CarBridge Legacy. So you see Legacy Old. That's the CarBridge, because this device I have iOS 12. That's why I have that one installed. But for this one right here, you want for iOS 13 and 14. Also, there's another tweak called CarPlay Enable, which is free, but that only supports iOS 14 and up. So if on iOS 14 you have this option or CarPlay Enable. For iOS 13 you just have this one, CarBridge. And for iOS 10 to 12 you have CarBridge Legacy, and you also have like NGS Play. I think NGS Play supports iOS 11 and 12. So that's what it's available for you with CarPlay apps. So this version right here fits the display issues for vertical CarPlay screens, fits an issue where the CarPlay phone icon would become invisible, and general bug fixes and stability enhancements. And you see, it's a lot of enhancement improvements. So if you're having some issues, make sure you guys are updated to the latest version. And also the Portal app, which you can mirror your phone screen to CarPlay, which is what we only had for iOS 13 and 14, but since this was updated to now, version compatibility, version 2.0 higher, which means that you can actually which is like the iOS 12 and iOS 10 to 12 feature, the old one, which allows you bring your apps over to CarPlay instead of just having the ability to mirror your screen. So now we can actually have our apps on CarPlay like we could with iOS 10 to 12. So you guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next one, and peace.